I built this home hub completely using AI, and I'm going to show you exactly how to build it yourself. So as you can see, once it's booted up, we've got different displays like weather, time. Time also displays weather and bin collection, just because I always forget. Then we've got a internet radio feature, an alarm, which can use either the internet radio or the built-in SD card reader. So that's great. And then you've got your settings page, which we'll go over later. Essentially the settings, you can connect using the web UI from your phone and adjust many different settings like internet radio stations and everything kind of else. We're not going to go this deep into this tutorial today. We're just going to go over how to get the 1.85-inch Waveshare set up and how to start building your own code and start building something similar to this. If you wanted to go into my specific code, you can always click the link in the description, then you can get access to that. Today we're just going to go over basics. We're going to get started and hopefully build something. I'll continue on this series and showing you exactly how to get everything set up. So this is the stock LVGL example that comes preloaded on the board when you get it, and this is the back of the device. So as you can see here, there's a few different bits to play with. It's got a micro SD card slot, a UART port, a I2C port, 3 buttons, reset, boot and power, an antenna port, RTC, battery, and also a speaker. Anyway, let's jump into software and begin. You're going to want to begin by heading to this page and checking out the ESP32-S3 Touch LCD 1.85 wiki page. This shows you all the important information about this device. I'm assuming that you have it. That's why you clicked on this video, because you are going to try and build something using AI with this. So you will need this eventually if you're going to go deeper into using this device. But for now, we're just going to go straight down to downloads and download this demo. We're going to use this example to build upon using AI. What I've done is I've provided a list of prompts over here. So this will be in the video description. This will give you all the links that you need right here. So Arduino IDE, VS Code, GitHub Copilot, Waveshare board wiki, which we were just on, and all the prompts. So if you come over here, click view prompt, this will give you the first prompt to make something really easily without any errors, hopefully no errors. This is one that I made previously just to make sure this all works, and so you can get onto this as easily as possible and start building your own. So this will just give you the basic structure of a working alarm clock, weather, a clock, a internet radio station provider, and a MP3 player. So and also a web UI. So all of these prompts will get you to that desired outcome. If you prefer not to go through all of this and just use my original code for the one that I actually use each day, you can join the lab and I will send you the actual original files that I use for the one that I displayed in the beginning of the video. It did take quite a while to actually make that with AI, so it's not just a one-shot process. There are a lot of errors you need to overcome and a lot of problems that can pop up. So again, these prompts just make it easier for you to get started, and then you can make your own edits to this. Or you can edit the one that we've already done, and you can again head over there and you can speak to me directly if you need help, and that's probably the easiest way to get started. But anyway, let's begin. So we come over, we get our download the demo, download that. I've already got it, so I'm going to head back into my Finder and I'm going to come over to downloads, find the download, go into Arduino and copy these two files. Examples and libraries, both very useful. You want to come to admin and go to your documents folder and find your Arduino folder. You should have this if you've got Arduino IDE installed. You might have a libraries folder already there. Maybe copy that into another folder like I do here, just so you can use this workspace just for these two examples and a libraries. That way it's the fastest way to get set up. Just follow exactly how I've done. Make sure it's only these two in here. The rest, if you want to keep them, hide them somewhere else. Easiest way. So once we have that, we want to go into our libraries folder, go into LVGL, and we want to find the source folder. And then we want to find the lvconf.h file. This is the most important first step, just because this will throw up an error no matter what. It's just easier to edit it now and forget about it later. Basically, when you edit with AI, it always uses the same fonts, and it always uses ones that aren't turned on by default. So all we do is come down into the bottom of the lvconf file and change all of these from 0s to 1s. This enables all of the fonts, so you won't get that annoying LVGL error. Once that's done, you're just going to want to click File and Save. You can get the AI to do this, but it's such a simple task that it's not really worth wasting your usage on. So we'll just do it ourselves. So that's saved, and we just exit out of that. Now we want to go and enter into our examples folder and open up LVGL Arduino. And we also want to open up VS Code. I'm not using ESP-IDF just because for this code it always seems easier using Arduino IDE. I do use ESP-IDF, but not for this specific tutorial. We can go through that at another time. So, right, we are opened in our Arduino folder. And now we can just start copying and pasting the prompts in to start building something. Just click Don't Show Again when this pops up. You should have GitHub Copilot subscription. You need the Pro Plus in order to use Opus 4.7, but realistically, because of the prompts I'm giving you, you should be able to use pretty much any AI, even Sonnet, to write this really easily because it's already done the hard work. The prompts that I'm giving you will just get you set up without any errors. So it should be pretty straightforward for even the more basic AIs. So let's just come over back to our prompts list and we'll scroll down to find the first prompt. Prompt number 1, this is the UI shell. This is just a very basic clock face, nothing major setup yet. This is just to make sure we can make something display on the screen. So just come down, copy that and paste it. Okay, so this should start making all the initial edits. Okay, so it's now used that first prompt and it should have made us a screen that we can actually use. So what we're going to do is we're going to reset and boot into DFU mode. So we hold down the boot button and then we release the reset button and then release the boot button, and that should put you into DFU mode. So now if you're connected to computer, you should all be ready to go. You might need to come over to your board file manager over here and just make sure you've got installed what we're using. So ESP32 by Expressive update/install. You want to actually search for that. So ESP32 and just install that. Nice and easy. And maybe the other one too if you haven't got that installed, but you should have by default. Right, so now that we have that, we go to select other board and port, and we find the Waveshare device that we're using. Your boards should be updated because you've just installed the ESP32 board system. And so you want to select the one you're actually using, which is the ESP32-S3 Touch LCD 1.85, and select the USB modem, whatever one you're using, the serial port that your USB is connected to your Waveshare device. So you want to click OK once you've got all that set up. Boot into DFU mode. So we hold down the boot button and then we release the reset button and then release the boot button, and that should put you into DFU mode. So now if you're connected to computer, it should all be ready to go. And then you should just be able to click send or upload. And this will now compile the sketch and you'll be able to see it on the Waveshare device shortly. So once it's done compiling the sketch, it will start flashing it. So you'll start seeing by this. Just pause the video so we can get past that. One thing I did forget to mention is that if you can't find the boards under here, it's because you need to go to your settings and copy this link into here for additional board manager URLs and just click OK. you can find that again. I'll put that into the prompt list, so that'll be under resources, that link, that URL. So just copy that, put it into there, and you should have the ESP32 boards in the board manager. Okay, so we have our hard reset. Let's reset the actual board. So now let's finish flashing. Just press the reset button once. And now we should see something on the screen like this. So very simple. It's got our tiles there for later. But at the minute we have something working, and that's great. So now we're going to want to move on to the next step, which is our second prompt, which is again, come down here, view the prompt, copy this, and this one is going to get our Wi-Fi and open Weber API key setup. So you are going to want to go over to Open Weber, and you're going to want to sign up and get your API key. Very simple. It's free. As long as you're only using it, like, I think there is a limit throughout the day, but it's not very small. It's perfectly usable to make your own simple one. But yeah, get your API key. This next prompt will walk you through the settings that you need to take. So I'll ask you for your Wi-Fi SSID, your password, and the other information that you need, just as it says here. Okay, so let's go back into the S code, and we'll paste our second prompt. Okay, and again, these prompts are all made from my setup earlier. I made a very similar one to this earlier on. But because when you're first starting, there's so many errors that come up and so many things that you need to debug and just get around it, this way it's just going to get you set up really nice and easily. Again, if you want to go deeper, if you have loads of errors and you can't figure something out, again, feel free to send me a message and we can help with that. But so right now it's asking me for some details. So it's asking me for my Wi-Fi, which is 522, I believe. Hopefully that's not wrong. Okay, so I'm going to enter my details so you don't see them. Then we'll come back after I've entered all this. But there's 5 questions and you just need to run through them quickly, answer as it asks. Okay, so it's finished all that. It should now populate all the time correctly. It's going to display the weather correctly, theoretically. So let's upload this again. Okay, so now that that is uploaded, we're going to quickly hit restart on our device. Okay, and so yeah, as you can see, it's populated everything correctly. It's a little bit crappy there, but we can edit that later. We don't need to worry too much about it now. The Wi-Fi and the main system structure is working, which is great. So then we're going to want to take our third prompt, which is this one. Oh, no, sorry. This one here. Just for our bin schedule. Do the same again. Paste prompt number 3 and let Claude do its thing. Okay, so then it will start asking you questions. What are the 2 bins you want to track? General waste and recycling. So general waste and recycling. When's the first bin next collected, e.g. next Thursday or May 29th? Let's just say Tuesday this week. When is the second bin? Tuesday next week. How often are they collected? Fortnightly. Okay, pick colors for the 2 bins. Green for recycling and white for general waste. Okay, so now we'll do its thing. I'll leave that finish. Okay, so it's finished making the bin file edit. So the bin schedule should be set up. Let's just go ahead and upload that again. Not forgetting to put the board into download mode. So boot black screen in download mode. Okay, so it's uploaded and we need to just reset again. Be able to see our bin screen once it's all loaded. General waste in 2 days. Then recycling, and you can pick your days of the week. That one's done. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, so radio is prompt number 4. Again, this is just going to implement an internet radio station, internet radio screen. So we can just, again, copy and paste this, and I'll come back once it's done. Okay, so it's finished writing all the radio code and should now be ready to flash again. Okay, so again, we're using pre-made prompts, so we shouldn't run into any errors. It should just be nice, smooth sailing. Again, if you want to make any changes to these, if you see something you don't like, placement on the screen, just speak to your AI and it will make edits as you want. You don't have to be as strict as these prompts I'm giving you. They're just a helping hand to get this all set up so you can make as many edits and everything to it as you want without really playing around too much. Okay, so that's finished flashing, and this time I haven't had to press the reset button, it just reset on its own. Sometimes it does that, not always, but most of the time you have to press the reset button on your own. So anyway, now we should have a 5th screen. It should play. Okay, yeah. That's playing. Let's press stop. And so yeah, as you can tell, that's all working as it should be. Okay, so some of these stations aren't working, which is fine. Find your own stations, copy and paste them into the prompt, or do so from your file, which actually stores all of those. Let's get to find and edit the radio list stations and provide within ones, or find some online and just do that. I'm not going to do that for this tutorial. I don't care. As long as one works and it plays, that's the main thing. You can add and edit your radio stations as you wish later on. This is just to get through the tutorial. And so now again, take your next prompt, which is the radio one, which is the MP3 player one, sorry. So take the prompt 5 MP3 player SD card playback. And now we're going to load that one in. And again, this should go through without any problems because this is pre-made in the first place. So again, it might ask you for some basic stuff. Which folder on the SD card holds your MP3 files? Just put root. So when you add your micro SD card later, remember to put the MP3 files at the root of directory. Don't put it in an extra folder, just place them in the main root. Right, I'll let this finish. Okay, so Claude has finished again. So now we should have a working MP3 screen. So let's reflash. Okay, so that's finished uploading. Let's boot back off the device, pressing reset again. And we should have an MP3 screen. I haven't got a micro SD card plugged in, so we're not going to be able to test that. It should work. I've tested it before, so it should play fine. If you have any issues, again, just play around with it. Ask the AI. It should be able to figure out most things pretty simply. So then all that's really left is to add the alarm screen and then the web UI app. So then we can actually access the settings through your phone. Just go to the IP address and edit some settings. Right, so the next one is, again, just the alarm prompt. So come back over here, prompt 6, and copy the alarm. Okay, so it's finished this section. So now we should have a working alarm. We just need to flash it again. So, okay, so finished uploading, hit reset again. Okay, so we should have a working alarm. Let's set it for, what time is it now? 9:05. There you go, and you can see it's working as it should. Okay, done. You can test now. Click done. Alarm set. So That's all working as it should. You can pick obviously your radio station or MP3. And obviously your days of the week. Done. Right, so what prompts have we got left? Splash screen. So let's make it so when it boots up, it's a bit prettier. Copy that, go back into VS Code, paste, and come back in a second. Okay, so with this prompt, we should just have a nice little welcome screen that also fades in from black just to hide the artifact that shows up usually at the beginning, and just to make it look a bit prettier when it loads. So let's flash this one. Okay, so it's finished. Hit reset. And now you can see we've got this nice little welcome animation that will wait for everything to connect. So it connects to the Wi-Fi, syncs the time, basically loads all the information up on the screen for when it's ready. So yeah, one thing left to add, which is the web settings plus info screen. So last prompt, copy that, come back over to VS Code. So this one should just be the simple web UI. You'll use it to connect to the board over your standard IP, so 192.168.0. whatever it gives you. What you do is basically enter this into your web browser on your phone or laptop or whatever, and then you can edit all the settings in there for, say, you have your bin schedule, your alarm settings. You can add whatever you want into there. So if you wanted to, say, ask it to add, I don't know, say your internet radio list, so you can add your own ones and modify that as you want. Again, you can play around with this as much as you want. This is just to get you to this stage without any errors, and now you can just copy or modify these screens to make anything you want. Again, just play around with the AI. Should be nice and simple. Yeah, should have, again, completed this fine. We'll now upload again and come back again in a second. We should see a fully working Home Hub now. So we've got a web UI, alarm clock, we've got normal clock, we've got internet radio, MP3 player, and just about everything that you need. Again, now that you have all this set up, you can just come in here and write any prompt you want. So you want to change the bin page to something else entirely. You've now got all of this information that you can use. So you can use elements from this and just say, look, copy this part, make it into this, do this, however you want to play around with it. Play as you wish. But you've now got the basics, so you can start making anything. Very simple. Okay, so it's finished uploading. Let's give it a reset. It had already reset for me, but see again. We can go all the way over here, and you should see the IP address that you need to connect to. So now, if you type into that IP address on your phone or your laptop, whatever, you should see a web UI screen like I will show now. Okay, so it's 192.168.0.124. Let's boot into that. So here you can see we've got our bins and we've got our alarm, so we can edit these. And yeah, there you go. Now, again, you can make any kind of edit you want to do to this. If you want this web UI to be different, just speak to AI. Say whatever you want. Say, okay, I want to also be able to add my radio stations in the web UI. Okay, very simple prompt, but it should mostly one-shot. As long as you're using something like Claude Opus 4.7, yeah, it should be able to one-shot it every time. I've just given you the exact prompt just to save you from any errors and headaches to get to this point. Now you can start playing around. If you do have any errors or do have anything that you need help with, obviously just sign up to the school link. I'll be over there. I'll help you as much as possible. But for today, yeah, that's about it. Enjoy. And yeah, like, comment and subscribe. Thanks.